Hi everyone, welcome. In this one, we're gonna drift around some fan favorites in Forza. Some of the cars that are just great for drifting, some of the cars that are quite popular among the fandom. So we're gonna try to test out some of them, drive around a bunch, drift around a bunch, have some fun. All right. So this right here is the Hoonicorn. A weird name. It's the Mustang Hoonicorn. This is actually one of those really cool cars in Forza that also has a really nice skill tree. So if you're looking to farm skill points, or I think even wheel spins, you'll get some with this car. It's a really cool looking car. It drives real cool. I did tune it up a little bit because I think it was all-wheel drive, and I just went for a rear-wheel drive because I find it easier to drift and a little bit more enjoyable in my preference. So that's what we got going on. Let's go ahead and hop in and start drifting a little bit. All right. Well, you know what? Before we start, let's look at our skill tree. While we're here, we should just check it out because it's a really cool skill tree. If you don't have the car, you want to get this car. This car really gives you a lot. So as you can see, 10% combo, 10% XP boost, free roam. You turn on music, you get even more, 1.5 times faster. You got these drift tap skill score increased by 100%. So if you can start tapping things while you're drifting, there's a bunch of currency to be made there. Then you got another 20% for e-drift, which I love to use the e-brake, so that's great. Then it keeps getting better. Stay on target. You got skill multiplier that goes up to 7. This is one of those few cars that has the skill multiplier up to 7. Ultimate skill chain scores also increased by 25%, and then you get a triple super wheel spin. So really a lot going on here. If you wanted to, you're into convoy, you could unlock that too. I'm not. I usually don't do convoys, so I never waste my skill points on that. But this one right here, the 2 collision, insurance, this is a really good one. You should get it if you can. It usually costs a lot. That's the problem. It's 25, but if you have it, you want to max it out all the way, because if you're just trying to farm a lot of skill points and stuff, then those 2 collisions, that insurance does come in handy. All right, I'm gonna leave it for now. I like to just kind of get on with it. So here we go. This is what we got going on. Let's see what I can do. Okay. It's been a while since I used it, so it's gonna take me a second to kind of get a feel of it. All right, third gear is doing a lot as it is. There's that e-brake. Okay. Okay, I think we can do it. This is why I love the e-brake. The e-brake really slows the car down to when you need it. All right, which sometimes that's just needed. Oh, there you go. I spun out. The van threw me off a little bit. I don't know why they keep the vans, the shadows going. Either keep it real or just remove the traffic altogether, right? Like, what's the point of the shadows? You're just confusing me. It's like, can I go through the shadows? Can I not? So if you want to keep traffic, then when the drift zones, get going, keep the traffic. Let me get better and, try to just dodge the traffic while I'm drifting. That's actually cool. I want to learn to do that. I want to get better at that. But then, you turn them into ghosts, and then I don't know what you're trying to go for there. Man, this thing really drifts nice. That e-brake come in handy too.
You have arrived at your destination.
I wish I hadn't messed up because that was a good run. But in any case, you can see the points racking up real quick. The e-drift really helps out. There's a lot you could farm with this one. So I'm going to go back this round. Hopefully this time around I don't crash into anything. But here we go. We're going to keep it in third. Okay. Avoid the wall. There you go. Oh, that's giving me side swipe, not tapping. A lot of wreckage. There you go, not bad. I was enjoying drifting in third a little bit more, I would say. Woo! Look at that. We can keep on going. So this is the Hoonicorn, the Ford Mustang Hoonicorn. Really cool car. Really, really fun. Lots of advantages. Drifting in this car, you get lots of points. You can rack up skill points. It's super cool. All right, so there we go. We just got a bunch right there. So that's the Ford Mustang Hoonigan. Let's go ahead and get into another fan favorite. And this one is also a Mustang. It's the RTR. But there's a couple of different RTRs here. I'm going to go to one that I feel like I don't drift in enough. It's kind of hard. It's harder drift. But I don't have like drift tires on it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It is a good car, though. It's a really cool car. And that is... Let's go down to Ford. All right, so I'm talking about the Spec 5 right here. The 2018 Mustang RTR Spec 5. All right, I got an S1 performance class setup on it, but no drift wheels. I think I have racing wheels on or something like that. But let's see what the car can do. Okay, lots of power I already feel. Okay, I can understand why we have the racing wheels, because these wheels, as they are grippier, but still, it's, you know, there's a lot of power here. So I can understand why this can drift really well, even with a racing tire setup, which is cool. I usually never drift with anything but drift tires. Yeah, this thing really has really fast acceleration also, so that's what makes it a little bit trickier. You gotta be really, yeah, see, going really out, really far out, because it picks up speed very quickly. Ooh. There you go. Okay. And we're done. Wow. Okay, so lots of points racking up here. Let's look at the skill tree on this one too, so we get an idea what we're working in, what kind of advantages do you have if you start to go sideways in this car. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so here I actually don't even have stuff unlocked. Wow. Okay, so we obviously have the drift, the 15% extra for the e-drift, which is really nice. We've got the near miss skills, which is really nice, another 15%. Then you got the racing event stuff. I don't need that. Sideswipe skill scores, I'm definitely going to activate that right now. We need that. And then the skill chain lasting a little bit longer is always nice. Then we've got 20% more for the combo skills. We'll take that. All right, so there's a bunch of stuff here that I didn't unlock. Imagine what my score would have been like. I had already 30,000 something. Just going regular without any of these perks, and now I got these perks. Ultimate skill chain scores are up by, oh great, of course we're gonna get all that. So this is pretty cool. And the credits too, you get 75,000 credit if you want that. I'll leave it for now because I'd rather farm some of my skill points for some of the other cars, you know what I mean? All right, here we go. All right, so this route going this way is a little bit trickier because I feel like the speed, see there, that's what I mean. Okay, there's like a hill elevation scenario here that's not working very well for this car. It just goes too far out, so I think maybe, you know, trying to get grippier tires might be the right choice here. Yeah, let's get those wreckage sideswipe scores. We need that extra 15% boost or whatever it was. Yeah, I feel like with this one I can't really like do too much throttle at all. It is not forgiving. Yeah, a little bit of throttle. You better be real careful with that throttle because this thing's about to spin out any second. Any small mistake and you're out. All right, let's get those wreckage points, and here we go. So this coming back this way wasn't as clean, but still 31,000. We got 5 skill points, I think, or something like that. So that's cool. We'll take that and we'll move on to the next car. So this was Mustang RTR Spec 5. Really cool. What's up, Jace? Let me just say hello to folks in chat real quick. We're drifting some of our favorites, some of the fan favorites today. There you go. Bingo. All right. So let's hop into the next one. What do we got next? Let me take a look at my list there. All right. So the Corvette Z06. Let's hop into that real quick. That drifts real nice too. So let's go ahead and hop into that. All right, so my Z6 with the drift setup is a 2015 Z6. Black and yellow. Here we go. All right, so this one too, I haven't driven in a long time, so I'm going to take a minute to kind of get myself acquainted. Woo, this car looks so nice. All right, we'll keep it third. Woo! So nice. Look at that. You know? Sideways. The Z6. Corvettes in this game really both drive nice and they drift really nice. Can't really go wrong with a Corvette and a drift setup. Knock down a couple of flags, because why not? How you like that? Woo! Man, this thing is nice. This thing feels real nice. I have to say this is, for me, better than the RTR. And I kind of want to just keep on going here. Why not? Oh, man. Thing was sweet. Wow. Real nice. All right. What's it look like on the inside? Let's straighten out the wheel. All right. Very basic. Basic American Corvette situation here. Dodge, Chevy. They all have similar interiors. Nothing fancy. Nothing too crazy. The newer Corvettes are a little bit better. A little bit nicer on the inside. So are the Dodges. But this one is fine. It's good. It's modern. It's slick. All right. Let's hop back outside and go the other way. Looks really nice. J6, one of the best racing games, I think. It's one of the most fun ones, I would say. If you're just looking for some fun, ooh, crash. I think the Forza games do a great job of giving you a lot of stuff to do, which I like. The open world is just so nice. Oh, I messed up. Talking and drifting is hard, guys. All right, talking and drifting is hard. Yeah, so I really like Forza because of the entertainment value. There's just a lot you can do. There's a lot of cars. I love that. I know some people like... Oh, dang. You. Okay, I know some people like to really work for their cars and unlock them and this and that. I don't really like that too much. I just want to, when I buy a game, I'm trying to be entertained by the game. I want to get the new cars right away. I want to be able to drive whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want. And a lot of these other racing games, they're too much of a grind, and I don't like that. And, you know, I'm a casual kind of a fan, and I like to be entertained right away. I don't want to have to wait for stuff. So oh, thank God I didn't get my point stocked. But I like to be able to get to things very quickly and unlock things quickly and not have to grind too hard. And Forza, what I love about it the most is for somebody like me, it's great. You know, hey, Locked In, what's up? I was not locked in when I was trying to drift. All right, I'm going to give it one more go on this side. Maybe try this view. I can't drift like this at all. Look at this. The side, the windows on the side are tinted. This is wild. I have a lot of respect for people who can do first person in driving games, because I usually can't. I like to be able to see the whole car to see where I'm going properly. And this is a challenge right here, but I gotta say, I'm enjoying the challenge lately. I am enjoying the challenge lately, you know? Look at this. Tinted window, baby. Man, this car is amazing. This really is. Oh, I just messed up. See the my drift points are gone, but I don't care because that was a lot of fun. This thing is dope. All right, so the Z06, definitely a go. Definitely a go. All right, let's go ahead and switch on to the next car. Estrella has sent a gift. Thank you, Estrella. Let's go ahead and get into our next car. So what's next on deck? We've already tried the Mustang RTR. We've tried the Hoonicorn, the Mustang Hoonicorn, and now we're doing the Corvette Z06. Our next car up is the BMW M4, another fan favorite. Let's go ahead and get to the M4. I think this is the M4 Coupe that I have. Let's go ahead and find it. Oh, I love the M2 also. This baby blue M2 is just, it drifts so nice. All right, let's go to the M4. Not the M4 GTS. No. I'm talking about the M4 Coupe right here, this yellow one. All right, let's hop in. And let's see what we can do with the BMW M4. All right, now the BMWs I find in the game in Forza, they're kind of a hit or miss. Flying into traffic is always fun. But I wish that they did a better, Forza did a better job of traffic. Now this game, by the way, I was just thinking about it, guys. This game is from 2021. All right, so it's been 4 years, right? And a lot has changed, and still graphics-wise, this game really holds up. I think looks real nice. I feel like all the cars look real nice. I mean, it still just goes compared to some of the other games, even the newer games. It just holds up so much better. No glitches or anything, which is really cool. But I do feel like in the next game, I hope they do something about the traffic, because there's got to be a mode where we can change the traffic volume, like how many cars are on the road and how random is their behavior and stuff like that. I would like to change that, because right now it's really predictable, and I mean the cars are basically non-existent, right? They're like horrible. They drive at the same speed. None of these cars is ever going fast. You know, they're always going slow, and they act stupid when they hit you. They don't want to move and stuff. It's like, come on, we could do better than that with traffic, especially when you play Assetto Corsa's, you know, that no hesi map, and you see what can be done with traffic. I don't see why Forza can't put that in Forza as a mode. They have like stuff like Event Lab. They have all these creative things. They have all these modes, the rally map. They have the Hot Wheels map and all that. Give us a traffic map. Like, it should be pretty easy for them to implement this. It's not like it requires any new technology or some advancement. I know it's graphics heavy and graphics intensive, but if people can run these servers, you know, in the Shitoko project, the No Hesi project, then surely a big studio like Forza can do the same. They really need a good traffic mode. So if you're listening, Forza, give us a good heavy traffic mode, and there's just so much potential there. Allow us to pick our traffic volume, traffic intensity in free roam, or just give it a separate mode that we go to, kind of like Event Lab or a Rally or like a, you know, maybe it's a DLC. I'll pay for it for sure. If it's an extra 15-20 bucks, heck yes, because that stuff is a lot of fun. The no hesi stuff that I tried in Assetto Corsa was the only thing about Assetto Corsa that I really liked. Everything else felt really outdated and too buggy and too hard to figure out and too much work to set up properly and all that. But when it comes to no hesi, that stuff really is a lot of fun. But I have to say that when I got it, when I did the no hesi stuff, I know they're always improving. That's what's cool about them. That's a subscription service, so you got to pay every month or whatever to keep the cars and to keep, you know, to keep having access to the cars. There's a free version too, I think, but it's just not. It's kind of limited. But if Forza implemented something like that and kind of charged people just one time for it, it would be so cool. I would really love that. So there you go. That's the BMW M4. Let's check out BMW M4 car mastery skill tree. Here's what we got going on here for this one. We obviously got the drift, but only 5% increase, which is annoying. This should do 10-15%. But this is, you know, not as special a car in terms of rarity as some of the other rare cars. Then we have the 15% lucky escape. We've got the convoy. We've got the head-to-head races, which none of these things I do. So I don't have those unlocked. I don't want to waste my coinage on that. There is 10 Forzathon points that you can get, which I am going to unlock now because I do use those to get those backstage passes. There's also speed skill scores, and there is a 20% clean racing. So really very racing focused skill tree here, and convoy and all that. But you know, there's a couple of different racing ones on here that I guess shows you where the focus of the car is. But they did have that one drift one that I unlocked, and I've been drifting this thing, and it's so nice to drift. It's like a really fun car to drift. All right, so there you go. Those are our 4 cars that we drifted around today. Let me see if I can do a couple more. Let me just monitor chat real quick. Hey Chase, what's happening? All right, we got some old friends, we got some new friends. Mark's here. What's up, Mark? Oh, that's Chase. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, NASCAR stuff I didn't really get into very much, but maybe where there's a will, there's a way. Maybe one day we'll do that too. Let's go ahead and figure out what's the next drift car we're going to try out. That's another fan favorite. Obviously, the Supra is a fan favorite, so let me go ahead and go to car type. You know what? Let's go to Formula Drift, because the Supra is going to be there. I actually have a Lamborghini that I drift, so let me go to that. Let me go to Lamborghini, see if I can still drift that thing, because I remember it's like this old Lamborghini I got. Oh, I have a Diablo too that's set up for a drift. I'll try that. And then a Countach. Wow. Okay, so this Espada. Man, I remember this being a lot of fun. So let's see. When I was drifting this car around, I had my older wheel, the Logitech G20. Which one was it? G29? G29. All right, but here we go. This is a Lamborghini Espada, very rare sort of Lamborghini. All right, it's very cool. Look at the, it's got a cassette players on the left hand side right next to the steering wheel, so if you want to quickly swap out your old music, you could. That's pretty dope. All right, I really like the look of this car. Let me give you a little quick tour right here. All right, this paint job is looking real nice, kind of pimp mobile-ish feel to it. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can take it out for a spin. We could do the drift truck also, Jace. I'll do a drift truck after this. I got a couple of trucks that are really good. All right, let's see. Can I drift this thing still? Okay, very speedy and grippy. Okay, ooh, yeah, very speedy. I gotta watch out for that speed. Okay, so this is a Lamborghini drifting. Okay. So, yeah, destroy everything. Why not? There you go. Okay, it catches its grip very quickly, which is annoying. You have to get the timing right, and you know, there's a little bit of learning curve here right now for me. But for a Lamborghini to be drifting, I'll take that. There you go. All right, so this is the Lamborghini Espada. All right, let's see the car mastery skill tree here. All right, doesn't even have anything about drifting, but I have it on drift mode. So there you go. All right, clean racing stuff. A lot of racing event stuff, passing skills. We should probably have that. Why not, right? All right, and everything else I already have down. I'm not going to be racing, so we'll leave that alone. Let's do a wheel spin real quick. We got a couple wheel spins here. Let's see what we got. Ooh, 200,000. My lucky wheel spin. I'll take that. And then we'll go to the drift truck in a second. Let's do another one. Ooh, yeah, baby. 190E 2.516 Evolution to 1990 Mercedes-Benz. I think I already have this car, though. Yep. See, I already had this car. I should probably sell it because I'm getting low on credits. All right. Ooh, talk. See, the gods heard me. They heard me. Amen. I said low on credits, and I'm getting 300,000. We'll take that. All right. So all 3 wheel spins are done. Let's go ahead and switch to our next car. Somebody wants to do the drift truck. Which truck is it that you want to do, Jace? Let me know. We're gonna go to the trucks. Actually, let me go to Formula Drift because there's a couple of little trucks there. There was a Saline truck that I recently... Was there a Chevy truck that I did recently, or was it a Saline truck? There was a truck. Yeah, the Silverado. Oh my god, this is great. Let's hop into this. Silverado, I remember drifting real nice. Now, this is a special. This came from a car pack. I think this is from the American Automotive car pack. And... let me just give you the full name. The 2020 Chevy Silverado LT Trail Boss. I hope I have the right truck here, but we're going to give it a go. Let me test it out here. Oh, yes. This giant tank I'm drifting. Can you believe this? Look at this. All right, we got to go the other way. This is the wrong way because I want to go to that drift zone. All right, if I'm doing all this drifting, I might as well get some credit for it. You know what I mean? Let's go over there. All right. Woo! Oh man, it's so smooth. It's very slow, right? Very slow sort of transitions. So you got to time for that. When the bend is coming up, you kind of have to decide when you want to turn the truck because it'll take a while for it to slide over, for the back to pop out, for the rear to kind of slip out. Takes a minute. So yeah, like a tight turn is going to be hard. Yeah, see what I mean? I messed up my time in there, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, we have to be a little bit more careful about how we're going around these tighter bends, because the truck is very big and these tighter bends are going to be harder to pull off, and you have to manage the speed quite a bit. Yeah, see right there, I changed the speed up. I brought it down quite a bit, so that helped out, and we were able to get through, squeeze past that bend. Not there so much. I was a little bit late on the brakes, on the e-brake there. This is also like a narrow strip, I feel like. Yeah, see this? It's so big. Yeah, you have to kind of do the e-brake early so that it starts turning a lot earlier, but it's kind of hard to figure out in the beginning. But nevertheless, it kind of drifted like a car. It drifted better than some of the cars. It drifted better than the Lamborghini. That Lamborghini Espada that I was trying. It definitely drifted better than that. So let's look at this car mastery skill for the skill tree for this. You know, we got a lot of skill chain stuff here. 15% ultimate, we'll take that. Racing, I don't care. Air skills, maybe. But what about this? Yes, a little bit more. Oh yeah, wrecking ball stuff. We definitely want that for this, right? We're destroying everything along the way. So what's this? Cross country events, not going to be doing that. Skills banked in free roam. Oh, 25% extra, but do I have enough? Do I have enough? Nope, I only have 9. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do one more drift round on the way back to this drift zone, and then we'll come back and grab this up because you know, we gotta rack up those points. Car, get out of the way. Yeah, these types of windy roads, you have to manage your speed a lot. So the e-brake really does come in handy for this one. And I kind of have to do one-handed steering for this and keep my other hand on the e-brake, on my handbrake, so that I can manage the speed from the handbrake a little bit better. Pro moves right here, pro moves. I guess if I were a pro, I wouldn't need the handbrake, right? Hey, get those wreckage points, right? Spin it out, whip it out. There you go. Look at that. See, I got a hang of it. Got the hang of it. Knock this boat out the way. And look at that. 30,514 times 5. And now I think we are ready to buy that one last skill on the skill tree. Let's hop over to that. Bingo. All right, so the extra 25% XP from skills banked in free roam. That's fantastic. So there you have it. Lots of cars. We just tried out. Let me monitor chat real quick. What do we got? All right, let me go see which cars we're talking about here. There's a request. Let me go to Formula Drift. Maybe it's one of those. From what I'm hearing, it's sounding like a Formula Drift. All right. Oh man, this is my drift pack cars. They all look amazing. Where is the truck? Or you know what? Let's do car type. Okay, so now we got some drift cars. There you go. All right, so this is a Twerk Stallion. This Gymkhana truck is pretty cool too. My favorite truck, I think, has to be either the HSV Malu, or there was another one. This right here, the Chevy Silverado, the Dearity edition. Man, this thing drives so nice too. Let's hop into that real quick, and then we'll go back to the Lamborghinis. There's a couple Lamborghinis I wanted to kind of see if I can still drift those. It's been a long time since I got my new wheel, and I haven't really tested some of the old cars that I had tuned for the other wheel, and I want to see how those work on this wheel. I might have to change some settings and things, but we'll try them out. All right, so this one is so sweet, guys. I remember this being really sweet, so let's see if I can make it work. Gets great angles. Look at this thing. Built to drift, baby. It's built to drift. Woo! Real nice. Feels real nice. Feels really good. Had to pull out a little bit, but messed up. really nice, guys. Wow. You know, when I get quiet, it's gotta be good, right? It's gotta be good if I'm quiet, because I'm really into it and it's got me engaged fully. That's dope. All right, we gotta turn around though. We gotta go back. Woo! That was amazing. All right. So really cool truck right here. The Dearity Edition Silverado. These Silverados, man, they can really drift in this game. Down the hill. Wow. It is a ton of fun. Some wreckage, but man. Check this out. Slip and slide. I love it. Oh my goodness. That was wonderful. So much joy, this truck. Oh my God. Look at it. Remember this truck. Amazing. All right. It doesn't come like this when you first get it. I think you unlock it from the campaign, actually. It's not even something special. It's like, it just comes through the campaign. You don't have to do a whole lot to get it. I don't remember how I got it, but it was through the campaign, I remember. So that's it. It's a great thing. It's a great car. So I think it's a great truck to learn drifting in. If you're like struggling with drifting, it's a great one. Your Crown Victoria slides better, KD. You're gonna challenge me on the Crown Victoria right now? Since you said Crown Victoria, let me show you what that's about. Hold up. There you go. Crown Victoria. I bet you my Crown Victoria drifts better than yours. Let me show you. Let me show you. I'm just playing with you, KD, but I do love the Crown Victoria, man. I'm so glad you mentioned it because this is probably my number 2. My number 1 is the MK4, the Formula Drift Supra. But this is my number 1. I mean, my number 2 after the Supra. Which is crazy because this is a police interceptor. This is a common car. And you know what? I tuned this thing myself all the way. So I think that's also why I like it a lot, because I didn't just like take a tune from somebody else. Oh my goodness. Cops are coming to get you. Does your Crown Victoria drift better than this, Katie? What's up? Oh, I thought that thing was still a ghost. That happens all the time. Like the drift zone literally just ended, and that car is like right at the end of the drift zone, trying to take my points away. Anyway, KD, how you like that? Thank you for mentioning this car, because this car is dope, man. This is so good. All right, this tune that I somehow figured out on this car is just amazing. All right, back to Lamborghinis. Let's see what we got. We got to try to drift a couple more Lamborghinis. I haven't drifted a Lamborghini in a long time. That Espada doesn't really count because that's not like a modern Lamborghini. I'm talking about like a modern Lamborghini, you know, 90s onwards. I guess even the 90s wouldn't be considered modern anymore, but we're gonna consider the 90s also, because the Countach is my childhood favorite car. So we got to try to start with that. My childhood favorite car. I'm forgetting how to spell. What's going on? Where's Lamborghini? All right. Where are my Countach? Diablo. There's two Diablos, and I got them both on a drift. That's weird. I don't know when I did that, but all right. There's a yellow and a baby blue, both adrift. One of them I favorited, so I'm gonna try that one, not the yellow one. But first, let's try this Countach LP500. I have no idea how this is gonna drift. Probably it's been like a year since I even hopped into this car, so we'll see what it is. Let me back up a little bit, catch some speed, try to get into third gear or something like that, because I don't know. Usually third, fourth is what you need. All right, here we go. We'll stay in third. Let's see if I have enough power here. Ooh. Okay. Fast. It's the acceleration is kind of too crazy. But the drift is nice. If I can... Oh, see, too fast. I'm coming in too hot. I gotta control that speed. So maybe get into fourth, because I'm doing those high RPMs too soon. Yeah, the fourth is better. Yeah, fourth is a little bit better because the speed is a little bit more controlled. I'm not hitting those high RPMs right away. This is a Lamborghini Countach drifting. Man, I love how this car looks.
You have arrived at your destination.
There you have it. Whew. That was an adrenaline rush. I love that car. Look at those lights. Incredible. Beautiful car. All right. Not at all aerodynamic, but it's a beautiful looking car. Looks really cool. All right. Raw inside. Totally. I just slammed into something. I don't know what. Stupid AI. A BMW, though. That's rare. I usually get Mazdas only. But anyway. Next up. What's the next Lamborghini we're going to do? GR edits. How about the M6 competition? BMW M6 competition. I think I'm saying it right. Is it an M8 competition? I think it's an M8 competition. BMW M8 competition. Let me just get the name right. I like that car. I like how the car looks. It's a really cool looking car. A nice daily driver. So let me just give it the right name. It's the M8 competition, I believe. M8 competition. Yeah, right here. This is what I'm talking about. See how cool it looks? I love that car. Looks really nice. The 2020 M8 competition coupe. Very nice setup. All right. Next up is the last Lamborghini we're going to try, which is the SV, I believe. The Diablo, was it? Yep. Diablo SV. Baby blue, baby. Powder blue. Coming for you. Bring it in. Thanks, GR. I'm looking forward to your edits, GR. Gotta check out your channel. I will, I promise. Okay, look, it's nighttime too, so we gotta wrap up after this one, guys. This Diablo, I don't even know if it's gonna drift any good, but with the rain and all that, it might be a little bit too much for me right now. I'm exhausted from all the drifting, you know what I mean? Oh, no, 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 that didn't do nothing. Okay. Okay, so 30. Yeah, second is better for this. A little slower over drift. And quick e-brake action. You can't hold the E for too long in this car. Yeah, real smooth though once you get it. The Diablo SV. I think this is the one that unlocks a car for you too. The Diablo GTR comes out of the skill tree of this car. We'll take a look. Not bad. Not bad for a supercar, you know what I mean? It's not a comfortable drift, I'll tell you that. It's a little hiccupy, and you gotta be on your toes on this. And there you go. Woo! Alright, let's look at the skill tree real quick. That was fun. What do we got here? Oh, yes. This is the one that gives you that extra car right here. This is one of those special ones, guys. This is a 1999 Lamborghini Diablo GTR that you get from it. And that's a dope car. Alright, the Diablo GTR is a really dope car. It's a better car than this, I think, in this game. Because it's one of the speediest cars in the game. Can you easily, KKH, you think you can easily get 300 plus thousand, 350,000 drift points in this? Yep, yep. All right, GR, I'm looking forward to it. I got to check that out. But anyway, let's end and wrap up right here. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Whoever was able to join, we appreciate your engagement in the comments. Please make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.